This is great news for women's basketball, period.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire WNBA.
Once again, history has been made. And if you guessed Caitlin Clark was behind it, congratulations. Clark and the Indiana Fever have just set another incredible record.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT!
I'm so happy. It's the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year one.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her.
The Indiana Fever has officially risen from just another WNBA team to becoming America's favorite squad. And no, this isn't some media hype. It's a real, measurable, and undeniable fact. The rest of the league is finally having to accept it, whether they like it or not.
Whether you like the Indiana Fever or not, whether you like Caitlin Clark or not, it has gotten to the point where we can no longer deny the fact that they are the biggest draw in the WNBA, and they proved that all of.
Caitlin Clark didn't just show up. She completely changed the game. While she's been breaking records, the doubters have been running a full-court press of denial. But denial doesn't dim the spotlight. If anything, the more they resist, the brighter the Fever shine.
Caitlin Clark, the people's champion! That's a deep one. Just announced that Caitlin Clark and the Fever will be playing 41 of 44 games this year on national TV. Coming to watch the other girl, right? Teams are moving their games with the Fever to NBA arenas. They can sell more tickets. How about that? Angel Reese attempted a three this deep. I think she might dislocate her shoulder. You want some butter with that bread? Butter? Butter?
With 41 out of 44 games airing on national TV, this isn't just a schedule. It's a full-scale takeover.
Recent news that 41 out of the 44 Indiana Fever games will be nationally televised. I do not think a lot of people are understanding just how big that is. That is something that the WNBA players, WNBA media, WNBA fans have been begging for so.
And here's the reality. This is just the beginning. What Caitlin Clark has ignited isn't just a fleeting moment. It's a movement. The Indiana Fever have become the hottest ticket in the WNBA, the most talked about brand, and the team every media outlet is centering its coverage around. The proof isn't hidden. It's right there in the numbers.
The league wasn't ready for her last year. They just weren't prepared. Yeah. She was prepared.
She's had a full offseason now to rest.
No. She's going to be great. Yeah. The league just didn't know what to do.
Get the MVP tickets in, just bet them to win the championship. It's fun. And then you get to watch all of it.
Rewind just a couple of years, and the Indiana Fever were, to put it kindly, in a rebuilding phase. They struggled to fill half a stadium, barely made headlines, and were rarely featured on national broadcasts. Now, they're the league's top attraction. So, what changed? Simple, one name, Caitlin Clark. Her arrival has turned the Fever from an afterthought into box office gold, taking them from empty arenas to sold-out crowds, at home, on the road, and everywhere she plays.
I believe there was actually a debate on who was Rookie of the Year last year. Imagine being that delusional. People need to understand she saved this league. There's no TV deals, no ad sponsorships, heck, no shoe deals for you, Angel Reese. No McDonald's money. The league losing millions of dollars each year. She saved them from bankruptcy. I have to be grateful. 93% of her games on national TV. Like that.
In fact, demand has been so overwhelming that 6 opposing teams have had to upgrade to NBA-sized arenas just to accommodate the asterisk, Clark Stampede asterisk. Imagine being a rival team and having to book a bigger venue just to keep from turning fans away because the Fever are in town. That's not just popularity, that's pressure. And the real crown jewel in all of this, the TV schedule. A staggering 41 out of 44 games are airing across ABC, ESPN, CBS, NBA TV, and even Prime Video. That's not just extra coverage. It's more national airtime than the defending champs. In fact, it's the most nationally televised games any WNBA team has ever received in a single season. And no, this wasn't handed to them. This was earned.
Broadcast this season, ooh-wee, big-time doubleheader. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they meet in the season opener.
Indiana Fever put this out. All eyes on us.
With such star power on those teams, it's really no surprise they're atop the list for the most games available for you to check out on a national scale.
Caitlin Clark once again dominates WNBA national TV schedule.
The Fever, they lead the league with 41 games here, followed by the Aces 33, the champion Liberty at 32.
41 of our 44 games are on national television, the most television games in franchise history, the most national television games for a single team in WNBA history. I'm sure this is because of Angel Reese.
Let's be clear. TV networks aren't in the business of fairness. They're in the business of ratings. And Caitlin Clark doesn't just attract viewers, she brings in millions of them. She's the WNBA's walking stimulus package, a guaranteed ratings surge. It's no surprise that every network is scrambling for a piece of her schedule like it's a playoff bracket.
I don't know who this person is, but they said all Caitlin Clark has done is be white.
A lot of people who aren't fans of the Indiana Fever or don't want to see this happening, they're mad about it, but they're also not realizing that all of the other teams will also be.
Last year, a completely random regular season Fever game pulled in 2.2 million viewers, more than the actual WNBA finals. You read that right, a regular season game outdrew the championship series. And while some critics are busy complaining about fairness, the reality is clear. Caitlin Clark's visibility isn't just boosting the Fever, it's elevating the entire league.
These networks are not thinking about hurting feelings. These networks are thinking about how much money can we bring in.
If I was the WNBA, I would have considered a separate television package to a network on just Caitlin Clark. I would have had two packages, WNBA package, and then a separate, let's say, 15 to 18 game Caitlin Clark.
Think about it. When the Fever come to town, their opponents get the biggest platform of their season. Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, they're cashing in. The Liberty and Aces, suddenly reaching millions more just by sharing the court with Clark. So while a few players might be side-eyeing the spotlight, they might want to thank Caitlin for the boost in their social media mentions and their endorsement checks.
Everyone trying to diminish the wave that was happening, the Clarkonomics that were happening, the Caitlin Clark effect that was happening, and realizing it is not only going to be good for this Indiana Fever team, it's going to be great for everyone. It's going to be great for every single player in the WNBA and also every single team in the WNBA.
The reality is this: Caitlin Clark is carrying the league's visibility like it's a gym bag. The WNBA knows it, the fans know it, and even the critics secretly know it. That's why nearly every one of her games is being broadcast worldwide, because whether you're a fan, a skeptic, or a rival pretending you're not watching, you are asterisk watching. Caitlin Clark is must-see TV, and this isn't just about basketball anymore, it's business. The WNBA has spent years fighting to break into the mainstream, battling for viewers, ticket sales, and attention. Now, they have a walking highlight reel doing all that and more. And the craziest part? She's only just getting started.
Liberty and Aces, they're going to clash here 3 times. All 3 of those are on ABC and ESPN. The Fever and the Sky, they meet 5 times. Caitlin Clark, the revamped Fever, they look to build on their success.
There have been 6 teams that have changed venues when the Indiana Fever come to play. All of these arenas are selling.
Sigh, I miss the Unrivaled already. They're mad. Caitlin Clark didn't play in that league. They want her out. They want you fans out of the league.
Angel Wilson's talking about sitting out for more money. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever, hey, we're putting every game on TV for Caitlin Clark. Everybody wants to watch her.
This is the year that they want to do whatever they possibly can to show that they deserve more and also be profitable.
One of the worst WNBA fans and one of CC's biggest haters is already complaining. They don't like the game of basketball at all. They just want to support Reese. I've said the majority of her fans are...
More people are getting on board. More people are watching women's basketball. More people are watching women's college basketball. Do not slow the momentum because of ego.
Caitlin Clark draws massive viewership and other teams don't.
Caitlin Clark averaged about 1.2 million viewers per game, and the rest of the league about 400 to 500.
Give me Angel Reese, give me Caitlin Clark, because this has been box office, y'all. The young guns, the young stars have come to play. Angel at Unrivaled, training with Lisa, Leslie, and Caitlin. We all know that girl. She lives, breathes, eats, sleeps in the gym. So I am so excited to see that matchup, those two, because anytime they go up against each other, honestly, the whole world shuts down. Yep, everything shuts down.
WNBA Network set ratings records this season, all Caitlin Clark. 23 WNBA games drew more than 1 million viewers. Clark played in 20 of them. WNBA Draft and All-Star Game demolished their viewership records with Caitlin Clark. The Diana Taurasi draft drew 600,000. It was the most watched draft ever. Caitlin Clark's draft drew nearly 2.5 million. 374% increase of viewership. Fever quadrupled ticket sales after drafting Clark. Washington and Indiana set the single game attendance record of 20,711 on September 19 Capital One Arena. The WNBA's average attendance last year was 9,807 fans, up 48%. And keep in mind, that was really one person that added those 3,000 fans. Clark, the Indiana Fever schedule has come out. We now know how many national games they got. The Indiana Fever is America's team, but the old WNBA fans are furious over it. They're mad.
How the Atlanta Dream owner said that they were moving venues only because of a scheduling conflict. It wasn't because the Indiana Fever were coming in town. Like, they made up some weird excuse. Boycott watching the Indiana Fever games. You are only doing that if you don't care about anyone else.